She said you have a beautiful body. No, stop. You're just saying that to be nice. You're just saying that because you're my friend. She said you have a beautiful body. I could not comprehend the words. It was the first time anyone had taken these words, put them together, and then directed them at me. When I am confused, I take larger ideas and I break them down into smaller pieces, make them small enough to fit into my world. She said you have a beautiful body. You, meaning me. What if I accepted compliments at face value, rather than constantly feeling the need to devalue myself for the sake of someone else? What if I woke up one morning really feeling myself and could post a selfie to Instagram? No questions, no hesitations, no contemplations, because the only person's validation that I needed was my own. Today you thought I look beautiful. Today you thought I look so beautiful, I want the whole world to see. Today you thought I look so beautiful, I want to remember it forever. Today you had hashtag no makeup and hashtag no filter and you looked hashtag flawless. Today you woke up like this. Someone's put on a bit of weight. They say this with a tone so sarcastic you want to knock their front teeth out, and a smile as patronizing as Satan when they say, "Is it getting hot in here?" And they're just joking. And they're well within their right, because I'm not exactly that fat, so why should I have body image issues? They don't know me. They don't know the journey I've been through. They don't know that I was 7 years old when I felt insecure about my body weight for the first time. Of course, it wouldn't be the last. In fact, that moment in math class where I used my body weight as the data was only the beginning of all the mental turmoil and self-loathing that came with growing up as a big girl in a world much smaller than I. Who mercilessly told me that I was worthless and I would run home, pull on my sweatshirt with my eyes closed, deny myself the right to be shown myself because I would not dare want to insinuate beauty with something as insulting as my body. She said you have a beautiful body. Have implies ownership, meaning I own something that I never paid for, meaning that some things in life are free, meaning that I didn't earn it, so I don't know the value of it. Might abuse it or take it for granted. This body will never be enough. This body feels like a trap. This body wants to be covered in art. At least then it'll be pretty. This body has never felt pretty. This body feels like people meet it before meeting me. I was fat, and everyone wanted to make sure I knew it. As if I hadn't spent the last 12 years of my life looking my body up and down, just trying to find one thing to like about myself. In a world in which told me the only parts I would play were the fat, funny friend, the sidekick, the punchline to everybody's fucking joke, because that's what I am, right? A punchline. I started starving myself at 13 years old, wrapping my stomach tightly in cloth with the hopes that no one would see the body that I was unfortunately stuck with. Because to be beautiful was to be less fat, but to live up to their standards was to not look like this, and so I existed inside a world in which the only voice I heard inside my head was screaming. But I never once went to a doctor's waiting room because of my weight. I went there because there's a man in my bedroom. He stands behind the glass and points out everything wrong with me. He says, "Your eyebrows look like they want to hold hands. And the only thing that will ever stand out about you is your gut. And nice bracelets. When you gonna get the necktie to match?" This body is a home. This body carries the heartbeat that keeps me alive. This body keeps me breathing even when I don't want to be. This body says, fuck your beauty standards. This body has more fight left in it than the war raged against it. This body will not give in. I will repeat these words until they are no longer hesitant, until they are given. I have a beautiful body. I have a beautiful body. You say I don't know I'm beautiful, but what if I did? Today, pride is no longer a sin. Today, you are in control of your own incredible body. Today, 1 million girls love themselves in the face of a world that tells them not to. And isn't that tiny revolution enough? And isn't that the greatest revolution of all? I became body positive because it was time for me to publicly love the skin that I was in. It was time for me to reclaim the years of self-love that self-loathing had taken away from me. It was time for me to reclaim the word fat. F-A-T, a word that had previously done nothing but send me into tears, a word that made me feel inferior to the rest of the world. I am big and this world is small, but God fucking damn it, the world is gonna learn to make some room because I am fat and I am beautiful.